Capitol Hill literally began as the neighborhood where Congress lived. But as the years went by, you had more and more government workers move into Capitol Hill. And in addition to those government workers, you had free African Americans move into the same neighborhoods. So you end up having two different Capitol Hill neighborhoods. One where you have government workers and congressmen, mostly, if not all white, coming in and out the front doors. But in the alleys and through the back, there developed a whole nother Capitol Hill. These two Washingtons existed probably up to the 50s and 60s, because for years, African Americans were not allowed to buy property in Washington, D.C. As we go through the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that was the era where we began to see some of the first significant African American home ownership in Capitol Hill, where, once again, the community is becoming more diverse, but also more of the white residents of Capitol Hill are beginning to move out to the suburbs. So houses that weren't available for home ownership in the previous years now are becoming available and are being snapped up by African Americans who are, for the first time, being allowed to use their purchasing power to buy some of the homes where their parents and their grandparents had to rent. The two communities have always been there. But as the years went by, instead of one community coming in from the back doors and one coming out the front, the entire community began to come into one Capitol Hill.
I was born on Capitol Hill, and in the 70s, there were a lot of families, as well as gay couples and gay singles, and politicians, and everything else on Capitol Hill. Mr. Henry's has been around so long that it's kind of an icon on Capitol Hill, and it's very woven into the tapestry here on Capitol Hill. Mr. Henry's was started in 1966 by a gentleman named Henry Yaffe, and that is who my father won it from in a poker game in 1971, and my family's owned it ever since. So Henry Yaffe was interested in making sure that there was a restaurant and bar that was a place where anybody could go and feel welcomed and feel comfortable.
These shutters were on the windows for safety, so originally you couldn't look in from the outside. There are regulars that have been coming since opening day, so some of our older customers reminisce that this is the only place they could go as an interracial gay couple. So everybody on the top shelf has been either a celebrity regular here, performer, or entertainer upstairs. Mr. Henry had a friend named Miss Carmen. She worked for the Black Theater Circuit. And Carmen's job in the old days was to meet all the black entertainers at Union Station and bring them here before they went to U Street. This is the only place they could go. So in the early days, she brought in Miles Davis, Red Fox, and Norman Miller. That started a legacy of live jazz.
Henry Yaffe happened upon this public school teacher back in the late 1960s named Roberta Flack.
First time ever I saw your...
And she started here at Mr. Henry's. Henry put her up on a piano downstairs in the very small dining room downstairs. And when he realized what a huge talent she was, he actually took this second floor level, which had 2 income-producing apartments in it, gutted the floor, and turned this into a jazz room for Roberta Flack.